What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Stellar Lumens today, XLM. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, you guys, and let's get into it, all right? It is the 24th day of July, and here we are, my friends, at about 43.5 cents after a nice little dip yesterday, 9.4% to the downside. You actually had a lesser dip than XRP did, which is kind of interesting, being that you have the lower market cap here. Your RSI has cooled off a lot. You're no longer in the overbought zone. In fact, and I did this exact same thing with XRP, I'd like to do it here. The last time that you were at these levels in the RSI, I mean, you moved up. I guess that doesn't really, that won't help us, right? That's not based on price. Last time they were at these levels in the RSI, you were here. You're actually like right here. And you moved up in the course of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days later. You moved up a whole 100%. 6 days later. We have 8 days left in the month, you guys. You know what this means, right? We're going all the way up. No, I mean, it doesn't mean that we have to do this, but I'm just saying we very well could be at 83 cents or more by the end of this month, you guys. Very, very well be at new all-time highs. Would that put us at new? I guess it's not new all-time highs, is it? No. No. But right around our all-time highs. New cycle highs and new relative highs. Higher highs than what we saw last cycle. The highest prices that we've seen since 2018. By the end of this month of July. Genuinely, it could happen. Looking at the weekly RSI, we don't have bearish divergence, but a little point of concern here, you know, getting out of the overbought zone like this, especially with last week's candle looking like that, this is not a friendly look, so it's vital, let's say it's vital, because it is vital, that XLM Stellar comes back up enough to where this RSI is not out of the overbought zone. You don't want to get in and out of the overbought zone. You want to stay in the overbought zone. So you don't have to close it green, but red to a small enough point where you would at least get to that overbought area, if not green, so that you can just continue to move up. That's the goal of this week. You're down 6%. Try to come up like 3% or 4%, right? Or more. More percent is good. Let's look at the 1 hour time frame, and then we'll zoom out from there. Bitcoin making a little run here. Looking like it wants to make a run. Looking like it probably does. We'll see. You got 2 minutes. You know what's probably going to happen is this hour is going to end, and then the next hour will open up. You'll move down, and then maybe you'll finish that hour bullish. Maybe you just run straight through the roof. I don't know in this next hour. But anyways, Stellar on the 1 hour time frame. RSI looks bullish. Looks very bullish, actually. I guess, actually, let's be fair. It actually does look bearish. No, I take it back. It looks bearish. I was looking at the bullish divergence here, but if we're looking at it, lower lows, lower highs, you've got a bearish kind of range, and you're actually at a point where I would expect you to find resistance. Perhaps you come up a little bit more, but you probably come back down. I would anticipate a bounce off the oversold zone or into the oversold zone, a higher low, something like that. Something that would likely take you below these lows here. I don't know if you get below the wicks, but I would at least believe that we see a 1 hour time frame or more than just 1 hour close below 42 cents again. Okay, so we're at 43.4 cents now. Maybe over the next hour or so we move up a little bit, and then we'll probably come back down. I would think by the end of the day we come back up. Going into Friday, we should be at like 46 cents or more by the end of this day, or at least back above like 45 cents would be my guess. But first, we probably move down to about, 41 cents, 40 cents itself. You could go below this low, and understand if you go below that low, it's not a big deal, guys. It's really not a problem. Stellar can move lower, and it's okay. Say it with me. It's okay. It's okay, Stellar, for you to drop down and go below this low. Ho. We'll buy the dip and you'll send us to the moon. It'll be so much fun. Yes. 45 cents now. A little bit lower. That's probably what we're going to do. Okay. A little bit lower. A little bit higher first, then a little bit lower. Looking at the 4 hour time frame. I mean, maybe not. I mean, the 4 hour looks pretty bullish. In all honesty, where you are here, you've got lower lows in the 4 hour, lower highs. The 4 hour trumps the 1 hour, by the way. But this downtrend here, you're at the bottom of it. Don't count on lower prices, you guys. 2 hours left in this 4 hour candle. Depending on what you do, you could come down a little bit. Again, maybe get those 1 hours to close, and then still within the 4 hour time frame, you're still closing higher and higher. I very much would not be surprised if by the end of the day we were back up to like where we were before this drop even began. Up again, 45 cents, 47 cents, somewhere in that area by the end of the day. Going into Friday, we should be moving up higher. Will we break out? Maybe, maybe not. You know, I think that what we're going to do is we'll move up here, we'll come down, we'll find a higher low, and then over the weekend we'll probably consolidate a little bit, and then going into next week we'll be breaking out, moving up higher to end the month. That would be the expectation. Bearish looking RSI right now, but very bullish premonitions, very bullish idealizations. I don't know, prospects, very bullish prospects from here. Looking at the daily time frame, if we take a high to a low, 1886 down to the golden ratio. You know, it's actually very common from this area to go to the 1414. It's very common. So 40 cents, maybe don't throw it out the window completely. I wouldn't be surprised if we went down there. The lowest I'd give you is 37.6 cents, but I don't think we get there. Again, it's very common to go from this area down to the 1414 specifically. So 40 cents looks perfect to me. Move down, complete your bull flag, move up, have a good time, be joyous, be merry. If you're looking at this from a low to a high of this flag, I would think then that your next measure move, yeah, that's all the way up at 83 cents. All the way up there, you guys. Yeah, you're moving up. It's going to be a good time. And perhaps, if not by the end of this month of July, then in the very beginning parts of August, okay? Very, 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 very beginning parts of August. But you should be making a move up there over the coming days. I very much would expect that. Oh, my neck, man. Let's see. Let me see if you guys can hear this. Ready? We're going to give it a... That was not my neck. That was the chair. Ready? Here we go. We're going to try. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a good one. Feels good. That's for damn sure. Yeah, you're finding support right here at prior resistance. I don't know, man. I think today closes green. Regardless of what you do, if you are going to go to 40 cents, if you are going to go lower, by the end of the day, you're going to close green. So don't be worried. Buy the dip. It's a good time to buy the dip. It's definitely not a good time to panic sell. I very much believe that we have higher prospects in mind. If we take a high to a low, the idea here would be that we go all the way up to $1.54 at a minimum, to $3.57 at a maximum, but I don't think we stop here. I don't think that we stop here. I think that we go to the 1414, and typically with the 1414, you actually go just above that. So I think something at like 246, 250, something like that might be where you go. At least $2.20, if not more. But I got nothing else, guys. This is the same old song and dance we've been singing and dancing to for months now. You got a lot of growth to go, a little dump to go before the big pump, and the rest is history. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. All right. Bye-bye.